And you mentioned Joe Biden. Biden's net worth went from $8 to $11 million because of real estate assets. Trump has gained like $3 billion or $4 billion in 1 year. You know, I could almost get over the Trump shoes. I could almost get over the Trump watches. I could almost get over the Trump phone, the Trump NFTs. But when Trump coin came out the day before, 2 days before he took office, that was a huge red line. Like,
in this clip, we are going to see Adam Mockler completely shut down a MAGA stooge's Whataboutery when asked about the insane money that it is that Melania and Donald Trump have been paid by Jeff Bezos. As usual, Adam Mockler does an amazing job just exposing the hypocrisy and the sheer stupidness of MAGA. As usual, let's watch the clip in full. I'm going to sprinkle my perspective, my commentary, and my opinion throughout, but then also at the end. Let's get into it.
The new Melania documentary has already been a financial success if your last name is Trump. Jeff Bezos and Amazon paid $40 million to license it. And when Trump was asked about the money, he said this.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know really. I'm not involved in that. That was done with my wife. I think it's going to be, I think it's a very important movie.
Mr. President, what do you say to those that are critical of the fact that Amazon paid $40 million to acquire the rights of this movie?
Well, I think they'd have to go and ask President Obama, because they paid a lot of money and hasn't done anything.
Melania Trump has already pocketed $27 million from this movie. It is an unprecedented move by a sitting first lady to profit off of access to her private life. And that has critics saying, follow the money. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Michelle Obama, while she was first lady, went and got a big fat check from anybody, anyone, let alone $40 million from Amazon, who, by the way, has a whole lot of business before this administration.
Look, it's unprecedented. I'm not going to argue that with you, but it's also not unprecedented that elected officials make a lot of money while they're in office. I mean, we could sit here and talk about Nancy Pelosi all day and her 16,000% from increase of when she was in the stock market from when she went into office until the point that she retired and was like,
okay, so that's insider traded. Give me another example.
I'm just saying that's like the top of it all. It happens all the time. Joe Biden's wealth increased while he was in office.
Where? How?
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Joe Biden's wealth.
The funniest part is that when people have tried to bring legislation or law that will stop insider trading, the biggest people that object to it are Republicans, are people that are on the right. What's his name? Scott? Is it Scott something? He was a multi-million-dollar CEO before he got into politics. These are the people that are against it the most.
Increased from $8 million to $11 million because of investments. Donald Trump's wealth has increased by $4 billion in 1 year.
He's far from being the first politician to go into office and
stop.
Not this obscene. I'm talking about the first lady saying to a private company, "We are going to give you inside access to my private life while I am the first lady, and then I'm going to put that movie out and use my office to promote that movie." And that company that is paying her has business before the government, contracts that are worth billions and billions of dollars, AI policy that's on the agenda. I mean, there's a lot that's at stake here for Amazon, and this is probably money well spent for them.
It didn't last very long in the White House, as everybody knows, but my first meeting, which I will never forget, is I was in the study off of the Oval Office, and the president looked over at me and said, "You know, you went to law school." I said, "I did." He said, "I want to break up Amazon. Have they violated the antitrust laws? I hate Jeff Bezos. I hate the Washington Post. I hate everything that they're doing to me." And I said, "Well, no, they don't meet the test of the Sherman Antitrust Act in terms of breaking them up, so you're not going to be able to break them up. But I want you to fast forward 8 years. He returned to the presidency with a vengeance. Those people knew about it. They got in line behind his children and his family members at the inauguration, and every one of those people have kowtowed to him. $1 million each at the inaugural, $40 million for the licensing of the movie.
Jeff Bezos personally killed an editorial that would have endorsed Trump's
They're handing him gold. Tim Cook's handing him gold in the White House. So their boards have all said the same thing to them. He can hurt you. He's only going to be there for another 1,000 days. Stay away from him. Be intimidated by him. Go to Davos, curry favor with him. And the $75 million to Jeff Bezos and Amazon and its board is a defensive measure. And so I'm saying something different than the rest of the people at the table. I want everybody to think about this. If you were on the board of Amazon and you were the CEO, can you imagine now what we've done to the country, where we have to be worried about the head of state inflicting pain on you because of his personal admonishments?
Well, what I would say is, what's the old adage? What good is having what kind of money if you never actually use it? And considering our dependency on Amazon as a nation, if I am Jeff Bezos, my response would not have been to basically give Donald Trump or Melania, whoever, both of them.
But this is not Jeff Bezos's. But this is not Jeff Bezos, the man. This is him,
Amazon,
on behalf, essentially, on behalf of the corporation. And I think you're right.
He's trying to protect his company.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a responsibility in some ways that he has to do whatever it takes. The real scandal is that it's working.
Right.
That you can actually potentially buy your way into a good favor in an administration right
now. The monetization of this presidency, of the office, is unprecedented. I could almost get over the Trump shoes. I could almost get over the Trump watches. I could almost get over the Trump phone, the Trump NFTs. But when Trump coin came out the day before, 2 days before he took office, that was a huge red line. Like all the grifting before that, whatever. The Trump coin is insane. Now that Melania has a movie that is quite literally bombing, but she made a lot of profit off of it, and Jeff Bezos is getting favorable contracts. This is not the United States of America that I grew up in, not the United States of America that I want to continue in. I want to reform this so it's the corruption from the highest level isn't this brazen. And you mentioned Joe Biden. Biden's net worth went from $8 to $11 million because of real estate assets. Trump has gained like $3 billion or $4 billion in 1 year. Way different. Way different.
And can I just say this real quick?
Okay,
it's like I can't wait to not watch this. And the other thing too, and beyond all that, it's like I feel sorry for the creators in Hollywood, because I live in LA, who pitch to Amazon all the time, get told no, have original stories, great content, only to see something.
Yeah, as someone said, an expert said, this might be the most expensive documentary ever made that did not involve music licensing. So there's that. Next for us.
Honestly, Adam Mockler, as usual, just coming with absolute facts, and I love it. He shut down this Maga Stooges Whataboutery with point blank facts, talking about Nancy Pelosi and insider trading. Listen, that is something that definitely needs to be looked at. 100% across the board, we're seeing so many examples of people getting into politics and becoming insanely wealthy, and that shouldn't be the case. We actually see it over here in the United Kingdom as well, but the whataboutery is disgusting. The segment was about Melania and Donald Trump, and then they tried to use whataboutery. Listen, the fact that it is that Donald Trump and this administration are quite literally playing in American citizens' faces. Like what these guys are doing, the corruption is so blatant. It's clear as day. Like it's so hard to not see what these guys are trying to do. But people like this MAGA stooge that's on the panel, they will really sit there and try and bend themselves in a pretzel to try and justify their actions. But you can't, I always say it, you can't defend the indefensible. You cannot do it. And that's just the facts. There's so much corruption that's going on with this administration. And the funny part is this. These are the guys Donald Trump ran when he first was running for office. His thing was drain the swamp. I think a lot of people in MAGA are now starting to understand and realize that, guess what? Donald Trump himself, he is the swamp. Donald Trump is the swamp. Genuinely. And if you didn't know before, you definitely know now. Epstein files, deals with Qatar, crypto, the Melania movie. This is the swamp. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to accept it. Let me know what you guys think about this exchange between Adam Mockler and this MAGA bootlicker that was on the panel as well. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. While you guys are down there, hit the thumbs up button. And if you're interested in clips like these and hearing a different outside perspective from somebody who lives over the pond, guys, hit that subscribe button. I'm bringing multiple clips each and every single day. And I'm just giving you guys my thoughts, my opinion, my perspective as well. And feel free to let me know in the comments if there's any clips that you want me to give my take on, my opinion. Let me know down in the comment section below, and I will be more than happy to cover those for you. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.